grammar, or we can say the division of grammar. Let's see. In grammar we have four tuples: variable, terminal, production and start symbol. This is variable, this is terminal, these are production rules, and this is start symbol. So variable are mostly capital letters and these are the small letters generally we use. These are the production rules through which we understand what is the grammar exactly, and this is the start symbol. So let's understand the types of grammar. Types of grammar. Type 0, which we can say unrestricted grammar. Unrestricted grammar, type 0 grammar, in which what come? Turing machine. Turing machine, in which Turing machine will come. Type 0 unrestricted grammar. Type 1 context sensitive grammar. Context sensitive grammar, CSG, in which LBA, linear bounded automata, come. Or we can say Turing machine with bounded tape. Turing machine with bounded tape or linear bounded automata. Linear bounded automata. Next, type 2. Type 2 grammar, in which context free grammar. CFG, in which PDA come, pushed on automata. Type 2 context free grammar, CFG, in which PDA come. And type 3 regular grammar, in which finite automata come. Finite automata come. Now let's check how we can check that the grammar is type 0, type 1, type 2 or type 3. So first start with type 0. Suppose we have the production x tends to y, or we can say alpha tends to beta. Suppose we have production x tends to y or alpha tends to beta. So here x can be any string with, here x can be any string with non-terminal, that means x cannot be a terminal, non-terminal, and y can be any string. X can be any string with non-terminal and y can be any string. So what can be the possibility? We can write x tends to y or alpha tends to beta, same thing. So x belongs to variable plus terminal plus. x belongs to variable plus terminal plus, it means x cannot be empty. X cannot be empty because here is plus. And y belongs to variable plus terminal star. Variable plus terminal star, it means y can be empty. X belongs to variable plus terminal plus, and y belongs to variable plus terminal star. So that means any string, x can be any string with non-terminal variable, and y can be any string, so variable plus terminal, it can be anything. Now what can be the type 1? What can be the type 1? Here the same thing, x can be any string with non-terminal. X can be any string with non-terminal, and y any string as long as x or longer than x. Any string as long as x or longer than x. So what quality it have? The first one, it have type 0 quality. Whatever quality we have in type 0 grammar, it is having in type 1 grammar. And the second thing, x, the length of x is always greater than or equals to length of y. Length of x is always less than equals to y. So as we have right here, any string with non-terminal in x, and y any string as long as x or longer than x. That's why y is greater than x in, can be possible it is its length is greater than x, or it can be equals to x. So now move to the next. What is the quality of type 2 grammar? Type 2 grammar, x can be one non-terminal, x can be one non-terminal, and y can be any string. Y can be any string. So what quality it have? First one, it have type 1 properties. The first one is it have type 1 properties, and the second, we can say a tends to beta. A tends to beta, and A belongs to V, where A is a single variable. A is a single variable. As we have written here, x can be one non-terminal only. So simply we write, we take A tends to beta, or we can say x tends to y also. It is okay, doesn't matter. So A tends to beta. So A belongs to V, that is A is a single variable, one non-terminal. Same thing. And beta belongs to variable plus terminal star. As I have written here, y can be any string. So instead of beta we can write y here, doesn't matter. Or instead of x, A, we can write x here, or x tends to y or x tends to y. So a tends to beta or x tends to y, doesn't matter, same thing is here. So x tends to y, so x can be a single variable, or we can say a can be a single variable, or y or beta, y, we can say y or beta, same thing, belongs to variable plus terminal star. So y can be any string and x can be a one non-terminal. So x or a is a single variable. Now move to the next. Type 3 grammar. Type 3 grammar in which x is a one non-terminal, x is one non-terminal, and y can be tn or y can be t. Y can be tn or y can be t, where t is terminal and n is non-terminal. So y can be terminal or non-terminal, or y can be single terminal. So how we can write it here? We can write like this: x terminal star b variable, this is variable, and terminal star, or x can be, this is variable, terminal star, terminal star. So because here variable is on the right hand side, here variable is on the right hand side, that's why it is called right linear grammar, and here terminal is on the left hand side, that's why it is called left linear grammar. Left linear grammar. So here terminal x tends to a terminal or variable or single terminal, as we have written here. This is y. X tends to y. What we are taking? We are taking x tends to y. So, or alpha tends to beta, we can say. So x tends to, x can be a one non-terminal, and y, it represents a y. So it can be a terminal variable or single terminal, as we have written here. Y can be terminal, non-terminal, or terminal. So non-terminal represents variable. So terminal, non-terminal, or terminal, terminal, non-terminal, or terminal. So because it is variable is on the right hand side, so this is right linear grammar. Here variable is on the left hand side, that's why it is left linear grammar, or we can say non-terminal. So we talk about the linear grammar here. Linear grammar, it can be variable, we can say terminal, variable, terminal, or terminal, or we can say a tends to terminal, terminal star, variable, terminal star, or terminal star, where a comma b belongs to variable. Linear grammar we can write like this also: v tends to tvt oblique t, or a tends to t star b t star oblique t star, where a and v belongs to v. That means a and v both are non-terminal or variable. And in the simple way, as we know the Chomsky hierarchy, initially we start with the regular grammar, then we move to the CFG, then we move to the CST, then we move to the unrestricted grammar. So where that linear grammar comes, linear grammar will comes between CFG and regular grammar. Here linear grammar come. With the Chomsky hierarchy, as we know, first we regular grammar, then CFG, then CSG, then analytical grammar. As we know, type 3, type 2, type 1, type 0 grammar. So type 3 and type 2, in between type 3 and type 2, linear grammar will